All right. Just got done watching the interview with Anthony Yarde on Anthony Yarde TV. Um, YouTube channel he just started. And I'm going to give you my review of the interview. And I'm going to say, hold on, let me put this phone down for a second. Yeah, Anthony, you're on your way. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. You know, when Anthony Yarde lost to Kovalov, I did a video way back then. I said Anthony Yarde career is over because he spent too much time fighting the wrong people, getting the wrong kind of training. Now that he's fell into the elite realm, he finds out that he can't survive there. So this is why he had to go back down in competition. And recently he just tried to peek his head out again, and he ended up losing. Okay. Once again, that's just the wrong training, the wrong system. He's just been on the wrong everything. And I said this kid career is done. It's done. And for the most part from that time, I was right. And as you seen him come back and try to peek his head and try to climb back up there and try to be what he used to be, he lost. Okay. Even though he thought that he won, I'm going to do a fight film study on Anthony Yarde last fight, so you guys can see exactly what the problem is in that fight when it came to Anthony Yarde. Okay. Anthony Yarde did something that I thought he wouldn't do, but since he done it, got a little faith in the kid now. I do. Because what he did, a lot of people suffers from. So I'm going to commend Anthony Yarde for doing what he did on Anthony Yarde TV. I'm going to commend him for that because the shit ain't easy. It ain't easy. He admitted, he knows. He needs some different trainer. He needs to switch trainers. He needs to get away from Tunde. He needs to get away or add on. See, Anthony Yarde is a victim of loyalty. Loyalty can get you fucked up in this game. Being with somebody and having them training you just because you got the history, just because y'all cool, just because y'all created a bond and y'all like family. If you really like family, then they should know when they can't deliver and when to step to you and say, look, I think we need to add on. I'm good, but I think where you need to go, we need to bring somebody else in. If they really care about you, they'll make that adjustment and won't worry about too much about them, and they won't be worried about their damn ego. They won't be worried about their ego. Rob McCracken had to accept that Anthony Joshua wanted to bring on Angel Fernandez. It ain't no ego there. Rob McCracken is used to working with people and used to working as a team, so it worked out fine. Okay, so nobody's saying to throw them to the side. Nobody's saying that you can't throw them a check. Just use them for where they're good at and where you fall short. Bring somebody else in. But he sat there and he said it. He needed to change some things. And it's bigger than just change. He know what he need to do. He does. That's not an easy thing to do. Because like I said, a lot of people stay in these relationships and they can advance and be better fighters. But that's my uncle. This dude is like my daddy. He's been training me since I was 8. That kind of thing. That's why I wasn't mad at Jamel Charlo. He knew he needed to make a change that was best for him and best for his career. And as a result, he's further along ahead than his brother. He has a better resume than his brother. He has accomplished more because of that. So he knew when he had to make a change. Anthony Yarde sit up there and saying what he said, that was a man being real with himself. And when you do that, you can come back from anything. Like I said, until then, his career is done. Now that I've seen this, and if he actually apply it, he got a future. Because he now understands. Anthony Yarde has everything you need. A coach would love Anthony Yarde. They really would. He has it all. He just hasn't been shown. Anthony Yarde ain't no hype job. He ain't no bum. You see it. He got it all. He just don't know how to put it together. He don't. It's too much profiling in his style. I'm going to get into that when I do the fight film study. It's too much profiling in his style. I don't think he knows what wins fights. I'm going to give you a peek preview. With him and his trainer, they think looking sleek and fancy while you do it wins judges. No, fight the fight. Trust me, it's too much profiling going on with Anthony Yarde. Too much styling and profiling and not actually deliver. You know? And Anthony Yarde is too big not to put some more mustard on them damn punches. But maybe he don't know how to sit down on his power. Maybe he wasn't taught that. They also bring up Anthony Yarde sparring. Maybe his sparring is too light. His sparring could be too light, but that's not everything. Like, yeah, he need to get some aggressive sparring. I do understand people, hold on, y'all, that's my food. Y'all just gonna have to bear with me, all right? Shit, hungry as hell. Yeah, you had to. Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. Appreciate it. All right, sorry about that. Player gotta eat though. Gotta eat. All right. Kind of lost my spot. My bad. It's not easy to do what he did and say, and he realizing that. Oh, I found my spot. My bad. Yeah, it's too much styling and profiling going on with his style. Anthony Yarde has everything a coach wants. He just hasn't been shown how to put it together. He's too big not to have no mustard on them punches, and maybe he don't know how to sit down on those punches. Who knows? But Anthony Yarde is something that you can work with. Any good coach can work with Anthony Yarde. They can. The sparring, that's really where I was at, the sparring. The sparring, I understand not want to have full-on sparring because your damage really doesn't come that much from in the ring. It's that damn sparring. Ask James Toney. All he did was sparring. You hear how he talked. Gervonta Tank Davis was a gym rat. Used to go up there to the gym, stay there all day, spar and fight everybody. As a result, you can hear it in his speech. He's young now, so you could chalk it up to Baltimore accent or something like that, but no. That comes from spending all that time up in that gym all day, sparring everybody, and not having the proper hydration. You lose a lot of sweat when you sit up there boxing. And if you don't have the proper hydration, especially from maybe the last day that you done sparred, you know, that's bad for your brain health. You have to make sure you are fully hydrated every single time. You know, if not, you putting strain on your brain, man. You know, it's bad enough when you lose majority of that. That's, you know what I'm saying, that's your brain fluid. You need that. You know, so that's why you need to stay hydrated. So I understand not wanting to take all the impact. You know, I do understand that. And you don't need really, really hard sparring to learn that much. You do need it here and there, but you don't need it back to back to back to back to back. No. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that part. I do. But it's really just the team and the tutelage he's been under. And it looks like now he's ready to accept what people have been telling him, because I know he's been hearing it for years. I think he's finally to accept that, because I think that last loss really took something from him. You know, it really did. It really took. The Kovalev, he could take that. But that other fight that he thought that he won, I don't know how he thought that. But the fact that he thought that shows that there's a problem. That took someone from him. And I think at this point, he said, I can't take another loss like that, especially to this level of opposition. I can't. I'm better than this. I know that's what he's saying to himself. I'm better than this. So I got to praise Anthony Yarde, man. It wasn't an easy thing to do. It's good that you said it. It's good that you realize that. And with that, he's on his way. He is. The only thing he got to do is really do what he says he's going to do. And the kid going to be good, man. He going to be good. And because of this interview that he did, I'm looking forward to see what he does next. Because he's somebody who's looked promising, but everybody keeps saying the same thing about Anthony Yarde. Man, when you going to step up? When you going to step up? Yarde, you keep fighting. He just been fighting the same kind of low opposition just for too damn long. And the question is, when you's going to step up? And then when you did step up, you fought Kovalev. And then you had a coach that told you to empty the tank with over, I don't know what round it was, but I know it was over 4 rounds left. Or if not, it was 4 rounds left. and somebody tell you to empty the tank, that's some of the worst boxing advice that me personally, I have ever heard during a fight. The whole world could recognize that was some jacked up shit to say. And they got into his ass for that shit. You know, so the fact that he's standing by him, that just shows their history and their like family. That's good. Keep your family close. But your family should want you to win too. You know? But it looks like he understands that now. And I got my eye back on him. And I'm ready to see what happens here. So his very next fight, if it's not something that he goes over in Mexico and does, or something like that, I'm going to be looking. You know, because I'm always ready and willing to see somebody make improvements and rise up. That's what the Rising Glove series is about. And if he can do that, he going to go on there. You know? But that's all I got for now. Bruce Vane, I'm out.
Let me tell you, Richard Comey is a very good fucking fighter, and I'm a big fan of him as well. And little Tiafimo just walked right through him. He is the biggest little tiny man I've ever seen in my life. He's a heavyweight on midget's legs. He's got 2 legs like that, and he's got my size body. He's the biggest little man I've ever seen. He's the biggest featherweight on the planet, bar nobody. And I got to back him what he says. Ain't no 126, 135 pounder can beat him. No Lomachenko's, nobody. The heavyweight on 2 tiny legs with speed and power, like, probably it's harder than me as a featherweight.